and welcome to Speak, Feed, Lead with Jackie Bailey. My guests and I hope to bring you opportunity to speak with power and to feed others in word and deed and to lead with a positive influence. And today, my guest is Benny Mobley. Benny is a personal trainer and has a very significant history that has brought him to a point where he had an epiphany several years ago about health. And he's going to talk to us today about how his journey has led him to where he is today and how he has empowered his life through some personal choices. Say hi, Benny.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I am good, thank you.
So you just finished with a client, I hear.
Yes, I've been up since 6 a.m., got up at 5 to start my first client. So, it's always an early day and excited. I look forward to training and helping and encouraging my clients to reach all their fitness goals.
Cool. Tell me what a typical client session looks like with you. What do you help people do in your line of work?
Well, I help them to strengthen their bone density as well as build some muscle mass so that their tendons and joints won't ache them as they age. And I take them through a workout program like training legs. We do lunges and stuff like that, squats, leg press, leg extensions, and, I'll have them warm up on the treadmill beforehand so that their body can get a blood flow so they can get warmed up, and then we start the workout. So it's just encouraging people to take care of their health more often, especially as we get older in life.
You mean we don't get a pass when we get older? We don't have to work out as hard?
No, we got to work out even harder because we lose the muscle mass. We don't feed the muscle mass. We lose the muscle mass. And that's when the aches and the pains and the tendons and joints starts to bother us, when it's not actually not taking care of ourselves, and it's also what we eat. If we don't take care of the muscle, we don't take care of the body starts getting sick and ill. So you got to take care of your body and nutritional-wise and exercise.
Well, that's just unfair.
Well, yeah, it is. But it's part of the longevity of keeping yourself feeling good about yourself and, not having to deal with all these negative thoughts that comes through your mind once you start deteriorating.
Now, have you always been of optimum health?
Yes, I have. Growing up in the 70s in Houston, Texas, we ate fried foods and we ate stuff like that growing up, but we was outside running around in the sun, and running outside for us was fun. So we got to actually kind of burn that stuff off. And what led me to the personal training, and I started working out. One of my neighbors, Barry, a long time ago, asked me to drive to the gym with him, and I went and I joined the gym and started training and working out and learned how to exercise and grow muscle, and then I learned the nutritional side. So being older, I feel great. I have no medical issues. I don't take medication. I've never had any surgeries or anything like that.
Can I ask how old you are?
I am 54 years old, but 35 years young.
Okay, well that's nice.
Yeah.
I think that's a goal we'd all like to have.
Yes,
54.
yes. Well, everybody can accomplish that goal. Yes.
It's my understanding that you actually did some bodybuilding competitively. Is that correct?
Yes, that's a great challenge of being a bodybuilder. I got into competitive bodybuilding just by a poster being on the wall, and I competed, and I thought I would win, and I didn't, and I almost quit. But someone on my job seen another poster that was it was a smaller show, and I went and done the show back in 1994, 95, I think it was. And I got first place, so that goes to show me back then that I was meant to do this. The more that I did it, the more that I learned that keeping my body together as I got older, and that I would encourage other people to do the same thing. You don't have to go to the extreme to work out, and you don't have to compete as well. It's just the fact of being healthy and exercising and eating good food is the fitness goals of most people that want to train, that want to compete or bodybuilding.
So the goals to just have general good health are the same as someone who's bodybuilding, or is there more that they have to do?
It is basically the same, because you look at the word bodybuilding, what are you doing? You're building your body.
Mm-hmm.
But the only aspect of it that's missing is competing. So a lot of people get that misconception of, I don't want to be a bodybuilder, but you got to look at the word itself. You are building your body to feel better, to grow muscle, to help keep your bone density and stuff stronger. Everybody's goals are not to compete, but it is to build your body.
So is there something about competition that makes it more exciting then than just trying to have good health? Is there something that makes competition gives you more of an edge or something like that?
It does. And it has to be in your system, mentally, physically, emotionally, because competing and getting your body fat down to 3-4%, sometimes these guys is at 2% body fat, and it's just something that you have to love to do in order to compete on the stage. And it's just that look. You get addicted to that look. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of food. It's a lot of cardio. It's a lot of posing. It's a lot of lifting heavy weights, light weights. So it's a lot of things that are involved. But the main strong stage of keeping you together is not the physical part. It's the mental part. If you don't have it mentally, you're not going to ever get up on that stage. It's just a drive. It's just an adrenaline rush you get when you get up on that stage and see all your hard work and like, oh my God, I'm so proud. I'm so happy. So yeah, it's a adrenaline rush that you go through when you compete in your own stage and you see that ripped look that you have.
So what gives you the motivation then before you get that adrenaline rush? What is it in your past or your history that prepared you to be able to get to that point?
It is vision. You got to have a vision, imagination of what you want yourself to look like. It's a goal. I want to compete, but I also want to look, make sure my legs are ripped. I want to improve. It's about improving and taking your body to that next level, competing. And it's also, like I said, it's an inspiration to motivate other people to look at someone like myself and other guys and even women that's up there on that stage to take their body to that extreme and to be healthy in doing it and being natural. And that motivates other people, maybe not to be on stage, but to live a healthy, fit life. That's the main thing of the outside environment of what people see up there on stage. And they want to know, how did you do this? How did you get there? That's not my goal, but they want to know, what you eat and what you do. But it's a vision and an imagination of what you want yourself to look like.
So would you advise someone to compete in bodybuilding? And if so, at what age would you suggest they start?
If that was their goal, I always have clients give me a consultation. I do a consultation with them, really. And I ask them, what are their fitness goals? It's not what my fitness goals are for them. It's what their fitness goals are. And if they want to compete, I prepare them mentally first what they're going to have to go through physically. No older than 16. I think they have a teenage class. I think they start at 16 years old. You can compete to start the earliest is 16 all the way up to 70, 80, and 80 years old.
Wow.
So they have a few 80-year-old bodybuilders out there that's probably been doing all their life, but they still love it. They still love the challenge, even though the muscle mass and all this stuff is not there. But just the lifting of the weights themselves make their joints and stuff strong. So it doesn't matter what age you start, but it's going to be hard work, and no matter what age you start at.
Well, Benny and I actually met through Toastmasters International. Benny showed up one meeting to a club that I belong to, and he told me he wants to be a motivational speaker. Is that right, Benny?
Yes.
If you had an opportunity to give your message to the world right now, what would you say?
I would tell the world to believe in yourself, either if it's just fitness, or if it's being owning your own business or whatever it may be, is to pay attention to your thoughts, believe in yourself, don't listen to other people and their negative stuff about you, and, to eat healthy. You learn how to eat healthy now. What will happen in the longevity as you get older, you won't be living on medication. Your joints and tendons will be tired. You won't, your metabolism won't slow down. You won't be living on, you won't have high blood pressure either. You won't have high cholesterol. So all the aches and pains and the illnesses that you get as you get older, if you don't take care of your body, meaning nutritionally and physically, emotionally, by exercising, getting good sleep, drinking water, getting physicals once a year. So stuff like that is preparing yourself for the future. If anybody in the world that's hearing this, it's a simple fix. It's no trick to it. It's all about what you're eating and feeling better about yourself. If you don't do these things, that in the long run you will pay the price for it.
So you want to tell people how important it is to not only get healthy but maintain health their whole life.
Yes.
Right?
And I am a living testimony of it. I've been training since I was 27, and I go get a physical once a year, and everything is great, and I don't have the aches and pains, and I still live pretty heavy because I love it, and now I felt like I found a magic formula of how to not age so quickly by taking care of my body and looking and seeing what I'm putting inside of it. Because what you put inside of your body is shown on the outside, as well as what you think will come out of your mouth. So that would be the message to the world: taking care of yourself and looking at the illnesses and your body getting sick as you get older. Because I can't say I am 54 and I'm like, no, I can't be 54. But then at the same time, I am, and I don't like getting old, but we can't stop it, but we can slow it down.
Nice. So what does your typical daily menu look like? What is it that you eat that you think most people probably don't?
Well, this is my typical daily meal menu. Like this morning, I just woke up, I had 6 egg whites, and I had 4 pieces of bacon, and a half a cup of oatmeal. And then this was at 6 a.m. And then at 9 a.m., I had 5 ounces of 93% lean ground turkey with some basmati white rice, half a cup, and some spinach. And then before, at 12 o'clock, 12:30, somewhere around there, I had 5 ounces of sweet potato, and then I had 6 ounces of boneless, skinless chicken breast. And after that, around about 2:30, 3 o'clock, I'm going to have more chicken breast and sweet potato. And then around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I'm going to have a salad. I'm going to have some eggs mixed in it. I'm going to have some cucumbers. And I'm going to put a little balsamic vinegar dressing in there. And I drink a gallon of water, spring water, a day. And my last meal at night is 93% lean ground beef with spinach salad, as well as with my vitamins and minerals like vitamin E, A, K, calcium, zinc, vitamin D, stuff like that, vitamin C. So that's at night, so my body can replenish. It keeps, also, I add to my bone density.
So you take your vitamins at night?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Huh.
Yep, replenish my body.
Well, that sounds like a lot of protein. So do you feel that protein is essential then to having healthy bodies?
Protein is the most essential to keep muscle mass. Carbohydrates is for your energy. If you don't do the protein, you can still lose the muscle mass. Even though you do work out, you break the muscle down, if you don't put the protein in to rebuild, you'll still lose your muscle mass.
Since my blog is about speaking, feeding, and leading, let me ask you